Good morning, children. In today's SST class, we are going to study about Geography, Unit 1. The name of the lesson is Asia and Europe. Children, can you tell me the name of the 7 continents? Yes, they are Asia, Africa, North America, South America, Antarctica, Europe and Australia. Isn't it? Now tell me, which is the largest continent among these? It is Asia. Our India is part of this continent, Asia. In this lesson, we study about the location, boundaries, physical and political divisions of Asia and Europe. These 2 continents only we study in this lesson. The major rivers, climate and natural vegetation are highlighted in this lesson. It also explains about how economic activities are determined by the resources. Come, let us study about the continent Asia. The red color shows the area of the continent Asia. Asia is the largest and the most populous continent in the world. It covers about 30% of the world's land area and about 60% of the world's population. Most of the land of Asia lies in the northern hemisphere. We know that the earth is divided into northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere. Most of the land area of Asia lies in the northern hemisphere. That means northern part of the earth. We can see them clearly in the picture. It has different types of physical and cultural features. Many mountains, plateaus, plains, islands and peninsulas are the major physiographic features of Asia. Many perennial rivers flow through different parts of Asia. What are perennial rivers? These rivers will never dry. Throughout the year, water will be there. They are called perennial rivers. These river valleys are the cradles of ancient civilizations. Which are the Indus Valley, Mesopotamian and Chinese civilization. Let us know more about our home continent. Why I am saying home continent? Because our country, India also a part of this continent, Asia. Now let us see the location of Asia. Boundaries. Asia is surrounded by the Arctic Ocean in the north. Which is north? Just above Asia is north. See children, I am pointing this Arctic Ocean in the north. Can you see that? So Asia is surrounded Arctic Ocean in the north. Pacific Ocean in the east. See, now I am underlining. No, this is what called eastern direction. Pacific Ocean is covered. And in the south, Asia is covered by which ocean? Now I am underlining where? Down. That is southern side. That is Indian Ocean. It is covered by Indian Ocean in the south. And the Ural Mountains, Caucasus Mountains, Red Sea, Mediterranean Sea, Caspian Sea and Black Sea in the west. Which is west? This is what? West. So all these are here in this area. Now it is clear now, children? The Suez Canal separates Asia from Africa. Where is this Suez Canal? It is here, near this area only. So it separates Asia from Africa. The narrow Bering Strait separates Asia from North America. A strait is what? It's a narrow strip of water. So the Bering Strait only separates Asia from North America. Next we study about the political divisions. There are 48 countries in Asia. How many countries? 48 countries. The countries are grouped into several realms based on landscape and political status, such as East Asia, Southeast Asia, South Asia, Southwest and Central Asia. Next we study about the physiographic divisions of Asia. Asia is the land of long mountain ranges, snow-capped high mountains, vast plateaus, extensive plains, river valleys, and sea coasts. These diverse physical features encourage the people of this continent to involve in diverse economic activities. The physiography of Asia can be divided into 5 major groups. What are they? They are the northern lowlands, the central high mountains, the southern plateaus, the great plains, and the island groups. Let us go to study about these physiographic divisions one by one in detail. First of all, the northern lowlands. The most extensive lowland in Asia is the Siberian plain. It extends from the Ural mountains in the west to the Verkhoyansk range in the east. Where is Ural mountain? Ural mountain is somewhat here only, okay, where I am pointing there. And in the east, it is in the Verkhoyansk range. It must be here only will be coming, this area approximately. So it extends, which extends the Siberian plain. It is the most extensive lowland in Asia continent. Next, the central highland. The central highland stretches from Turkey to the Bering Strait. Where is Turkey, children, here? Can you find Turkey here? Turkey is here. From Turkey in the west to Bering Strait. Bering Strait will come approximately here. So it stretches from Turkey from west to Bering Strait in the east, the central highlands. There are 2 knots found in Asia. What are they? The Pamir knot, the Armenian knot. What is called knot, children? Knot refers to the convergence of mountain ranges. 2 or 3 mountain ranges meeting place. That is called a knot. So there are 2 knots found in Asia. What are they? The Pamir knot, the Armenian knot. The Hindu Kush range, the Suleiman range, the Himalayan range, and the Tian Shan range radiate from the Pamir knot. I show you where it is. This is what called Pamir knot. From here only all these mountain ranges are going out. These are all the meeting place for these mountain ranges. Which are the mountain ranges? I repeat once again. The Hindu Kush range, the Suleiman range, the Himalayan range, and the Tian Shan range. All these meeting in the Pamir knot. From here only it's going separately. Okay. Next, the Hindu Kush range continues westward as the Elburz, whereas the Suleiman range continues southwest as the Zagros range. These two you can see clearly in the picture. The Hindu Kush range continues westward as the Elburz. Elburz we can see western side. Here it is, Elburz. Okay, where I am underlining. Whereas the Suleiman range continues southwest as the Zagros range. Zagros range is here. Okay. The Elburz and the Zagros converge at the Armenian knot. Converging means joining. Where I will show you, see that. The Zagros and the Elburz are here. These two are meeting in this Armenian knot. Where I am circling now, no? That is what called Armenian knot. The Taurus and the Pontine ranges radiate from the Armenian knot. 2 mountain ranges. What are they? Taurus and then Pontine ranges. Here it is. These two are radiate from which knot? Armenian knot. Is it clear, children? A knot is a meeting point of all the mountain ranges. Okay. The Himalayan mountain range is the highest mountain range in the world. Mount Everest, that is 8,848 meters, is the highest peak in Asia as well as the world. The lowest point in the world is located in Dead Sea in Asia. Intermountain plateaus are found in these mountain ranges. What are called intermountain plateaus? Between these mountains, these plateaus are present. So they are called intermountain plateaus. The important plateaus of the continent Asia are the plateau of Anatolia, that is from Pontain to Taras, the plateau of Iran, that is from Elbrus to Zagros, the plateau of Tibet, that is from Kunlun to Himalayas. I will show you one by one now. This is what plateau of Anatolia, and this plateau of Iran, and this one is plateau of Tibet. Among these three, Tibet is called the roof of the world, and it is also known as the third pole because of its cold weather, largest reserve of fresh water, and inhospitable environment. Is it clear, children? Next, we study about the southern plateaus. The southern plateaus are relatively lower than the northern plateaus. There are four important southern plateaus. What are they? They are Arabian Plateau, which is in Saudi Arabia. I will show you here. It is only Saudi Arabia. The red color shows that is there only the Arabian Plateau is there. And then the Deccan Plateau, which is in India. Now I am showing you the red color mark. That is what called Deccan Plateau. Is it clear, children? And the next one is Shan Plateau, that is in Myanmar. Myanmar is here. Shan Plateau. And the last one is the Yunnan Plateau, that is in China. It is here only, children. So these are the four important plateaus which are located in the southern side of Asia. Among these four plateaus, the Arabian Plateau, only the largest plateau. I showed you, here only it is present. Is it clear, children? Let us see about the plains of the continent Asia. We know that the plains are formed by the rivers only. The great plains of Asia are formed by the rivers only. They are the West Siberian plain, which is formed by the rivers Ob and Yenisei. This red color only show you the West Siberian plain. Next, the Manchurian plain, which is formed by the river Amur, which is located here only. The third one is the Great Plain of China, which is formed by the rivers Yangtze and Sikiang. It is here only, children. The red color mark shows you. Next, the famous Indo-Gangetic plain, which is formed by the rivers Indus and Ganga. It is in our own country, India. Here only it is present. Next, Mesopotamian plain, which is formed by the rivers Tigris and Euphrates, which is present here only, children. And the last one is the Irrawaddy plain, which is located here. Is it clear, children? These are the great plains of the continent Asia. Let us see about the island groups of the continent Asia. Numerous islands are found in the Pacific coast of Southeast Asia. Kuril, Taiwan, Singapore and Borneo are the important island groups. Where are they located? This is called Kuril Island, and Taiwan is here, Singapore is here, and Borneo is here. These are the important islands in Asia. The Philippines, Japan Islands and Indonesia are the major archipelagos in Asia. Where are they? Philippines here, Japanese Islands here and Indonesia Islands here. These three are the major archipelagos in Asia. What do you mean by archipelagos? A group of islands is called an archipelago. The largest archipelago is Indonesia. Smaller archipelagos are also located in the Indian Ocean, such as the islands of Maldives. I will mark it now. See, children, it is here. And Lakshadweep. These two are located in the Arabian Sea. Bahrain is in the Persian Gulf. It is here. Sri Lanka is an island which is located in the Bay of Bengal. We know very well that Sri Lanka is located just below India and it is located in Bay of Bengal. Is it clear, children? What you are seeing on the screen is the Indonesia Islands. As I told you already, a group of islands is called an archipelago. The largest archipelago is Indonesia. Is it clear, children? That's all today's class, children. Bye, children.